What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Saturday. Welcome back to Kamisha Reviews. Hey Shan, I want to ask you a question real quick. This is off the topic, but I saw you say something really positive in the chat. Hey Shan, you are a really big supporter of mine, and you are here almost every live that I do. If you are interested, I'd love to make you a mod, but I want to ask you first, before I just mod. I learned from my old day. I'll just mod you up with the quickness. So let me ask first. So first of all, shout out to my Commissioner's crew. I see my modest in the chat, Ms. Demita Joe, who also is part of my mentor panel now and an awesome content creator. What's up, Joshua? I know y'all missed us dragging Red to Love as always. Let's go ahead and get started with the queens in the back. We got Miss Fast Forward Queen, Miss Kiss My Cheeks in the building. I know I'm big. I get loud, but I worked since last night, so you're gonna get like half of that. Okay, and of course, my other queen, Miss Petty Mike. And the review we missed you last week, Mom. What's up, baby girl?
What to do, Pooh?
Yeah,
What to do?
people was like, "Where's she at?" I was like, "Look, she ain't finna come for this. Even though I'm on the screen, she still ain't coming." I got my congratulations in the background.
I yelled at the screen and I hit your DMs with the congratulations. That's all y'all was gonna get from me for that.
But that's all that's important. As long as you look, and I said I already know she's screaming at the screen. I said all my girls are. So other than that,
absolutely, I was like, I know
her. Look, somebody said not twice. I was like, hey. Twice. Oh my Lord! Now mine. I don't know what time it is, baby, in Buffalo. If there's a drink, an orange in it, please have water next to the cup. All right, Mod, come on up here. Please don't act crazy. Love you.
Not the full warning for Mod.
Can you all hear me?
You sound great. Don't change nothing, please.
It's just because I have water right now. That's why it sounds great. But
oh my God.
But go ahead.
No, you didn't. I got the water from Abby because she answered that the first time. I was like, I almost died. What's up, Miss Kena? What's going on, Mama?
What's up, y'all? Good morning, or good afternoon, rather. But
period.
Hey.
Oh my Lord, I did not take. Well, Anita's not gonna be here because she's taking care of some family stuff. But of course, she usually gives my recap. And Lee either is running late or she's with the family doing something as well. So, give me a quick recap. Fast, because it's gonna be quick. Fast forward, Queen. I know it's gonna be quick. I already know.
It's gonna be real quick because first we have Jeffrey doing what I would do. I ain't got time for none of my exes to be up here acting a fool on TV. Morgan, nair to the hair, girl, you going home next. Ain't no man dealing with that. Who's up next? Cynthia, you're not gonna get a man either because your baby daddy crazy and nobody have time for that. Everyone else was a fast forward. Blue went home. The end.
Oh damn! Sounds like Ebby without the cuss words.
You could have asked me. I'd have done it.
No, but you would have. Okay, how would you have said it differently?
It would have went like this: blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
That girl still talked to both of her baby daddies, but she know them niggas crazy, so she wasn't bringing them on national TV to embarrass her. Blah 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 blah. Andre is a punk ass bitch, but that baby daddy asking all them questions and then don't believe none of the fucking answers. Why you ask the question if you ain't gonna believe what the hell I said in the first place? Go to hell. Blah 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 blah. Blue don't want none of y'all asses.
None of them.
Thank you for getting rid of him. Blah blah blah.
Okay, so for me, I'm gonna say this. Everybody knows I can't stand the exes show, and this didn't.
I hate it too, and they don't even really be they current. It be niggas that they just bring on for TV. They don't really be real exes like that. It be somebody you date like second grade. Like, oh yeah, I used to date him in second grade. I want you to come on the show. Like if I was coming on, if I had lasted that long, I wasn't gonna bring one of my real exes on this show. Remember, I was gonna bring a friend that I used to talk to like back in the way day. We just homies. No one really brings the real,
Yeah, that's true. It's like Walter and the ex-girlfriend with them long nails.
Oh my
Oh,
Lord!
here we go again
That was
with
a
that woman.
That was a disaster. So on this episode, why was there seem like there was so much aggression with the baby daddy? First of all, I would be like, bro, you're doing too much. We're not even together. I ain't even seen you naked in like 5 years. Why all the smoke?
Because they still fucking. Did I say that out loud? My bad.
You did, you did.
I thought I was on mute. My bad.
Not I thought I was on mute, but okay.
Something going on. He was too comfortable. He was way too comfortable. Something was going on. He didn't know his place because he don't got a place because he still runs shit.
Exactly.
He pretty much was like, I just mind. Y'all I don't know what y'all doing. This is fake facade. I would have brought him on there though. Because he was acting so crazy.
Me either.
He was doing too much, in my opinion. Or was he doing a job? Now I thought about this because if Abby was on a show like this and because how she drill people, I'll be asking a lot of questions. Now I ain't finna try to scare the person away. What I felt like he was doing, people want to get up and leave in the middle of the dinner or lunch, whatever they were doing. What if they weren't doing nothing and he just want her back? I mean, that's a possibility too.
Showing your ass on national TV ain't gonna help you get back to where you want to be though. That's not gonna endear you to me.
I like what hold on. I want to ask before we get into it. Somebody I see some new people in the chat. What y'all doing? Hello. I said what y'all doing, my bad. Y'all please hit that like button and subscribe. If you are new to the channel, please. I like seeing new faces and guys, everybody's information is in the description. Please go follow all these content creators. Thank you. Now, hi and security system says, can someone explain to me what Blake did wrong with these ladies? Want him off the show. We're gonna start with Kiss My Cheeks, and I want Abby to finish this off. This is a great question for you ladies.
Hello, hi in security system. Are you not watching the show? Just his energy on TV. Like he's an asshole. He doesn't know how to talk to people. He has a bad vibe, and we're not even seeing. This is the edited version that we're seeing. I don't like him from the TV screen, so I can imagine them ladies not liking him in person. So,
oh Lord Jesus,
I feel like the ladies.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Mom. Well, you go too, but I want to hear because y'all love y'all reads. Abby.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to end it.
Well, no, I was going like this. Kiss My Cheeks. I knew she was gonna be shady. I want to hear your shade, and then mine you can drag too. Let's go. I'm in that type of mood today. I'm tired.
Okay, so Mr. High End Security. Hi, Blake. How are you?
He is a security.
Oh, I just want to say that I feel like this is a question that Blake would come in here and ask. This is it's the way you came off. I don't think the way that you present yourself is how it's coming off in your mind, is how people are perceiving you when you say and do certain things. You come off as arrogant, holier than thou, like you know it all, like you above and better than, and it's very off-putting. Now, I don't know if you mean to come off that way. I'm sure you don't, but the way you think you're coming off is not how it's actually coming off to people. That's why none of the women. So Morgan said, I ain't even had an interaction with you, but I can tell something in the milk ain't clean. So, beloved, you need to go sit on somebody's couch, have some deep introspection, do some work, take a step out of the picture frame and turn around and look at the picture. Because sometimes you can't get the full story because you in the picture frame. Sometimes you got to step out of it, turn around and look at it, and get somebody else's perspective so you can really see what it is. Because you not coming off the way you think that you coming off, because you think you're dapper and you're fine and distinguished and you this high value man, and all of the women are looking at you like, nigga, no, please, because it comes off condescending and rude all the time, and nobody wants to deal with that. Now Studio, she seems desperate enough to be smiling up in your face every 35 seconds. But she seems very malleable, which is why I think you chose her. So, it is what it is. But if it's a woman with her own mind and her own goals, and it's not just going to settle for you just having a high paying job and that be your personality, and we not settling for the bar being set in hell, and you actually having to be a decent person and a good partner, they're not gonna take your shit, boo. That's not going.
Not Sue Studio. In that song, Sue.
By Phil Collins. I just aged myself.
Studio. I'm so damn old. Oh. Okay, my bad.
I can't say it.
Go ahead. Ma, come on, Ma. I know you got it. Come on.
Well, first of all, I did not like Swan's ex. Looked like very old and like senior citizen. But also, Swan is very intelligent. She's among the most intelligent members of the cast and good looking. So I am not gonna, not.
Was that a back?
She's the one who's meeting with Blake. She's the one who is having this one-on-one dates with Blake. So she's intelligent enough to know if Blake is faking it or not. And so far, she has trusted that man. I think there's somebody who wants him out, whether it's production or it's the girls who are ganging up. Because if there's anybody who I would want to be out of this show is Morgan. Morgan is the one who is possessed. Wow. Morgan is the one who thinks that she's holier than thou. Morgan is the one who's condescending. Morgan is the one who is rude. And because Jeffrey and Morgan are friends, they are all coming together and try to attack me, because I don't understand. If you already have a connection with somebody and that's not Blake, focus on your connection. Why do you want Blake to go? Blake has a connection with Swan, and whether you like it or not, he's gonna go all the way to the end because Swan and him have no problem. I think people should respect that relationship. You focus on your own shit, all right? If you focus on that, leave these two alone, okay? So whoever it is, I don't know whether it's the girls ganging up or production is part of it, because I don't know why they keep showing us Blake on this kind of light while they should be showing the side of Morgan that is so bad and so arrogant and so thinking that she's everything.
I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm
confused.
I'm confused. Okay. I'm confused real quick. Wait. Hold on. Wait. First of all, everything that you just describing, Jake. My bad. I didn't make call your own name, Blake. My bad. That is what he gives. I did not see Morgan give that. Morgan went off for him once because of his behavior. Now I'm going to challenge you because you said show what her behavior that was bad. So what did she do? Because you're saying show it. So what
Morgan?
did she do? Yes.
I am still stuck in the last time that she was talking to that man like that. Okay. And she, first of all, she has no connection with Blake. So why would you come on national television and speak to a man like that you have no connection with? And you're creating, you want to go on one-on-one day to put him down like that? And then you're just going by what Jeffrey told you? Of all people, Jeffrey? And because you're friends with Jeffrey, that's why you really want that man out. And you're all chit-chatting on the side and try to make him out. You don't have any connection. Blake has no a connection with Jeffrey too. Why are you all so mad? So my thing is still from the last episode where she was talking to him like that, so bad, and talking to him that, and I feel like she feels like she's the star of the show, and so she's gonna do everything, like talk to people like that. I mean, no.
Okay, Mama, I don't know what planet or what show. I'm like about cheese. I don't know what.
Are you not? Is everybody what? I think I need some water.
Mod, you had the cape on very early. Why?
Whatever the tornado thing.
You had the cape on super early. I'm trying to figure.
No, I don't know. I don't know why everybody's coming for Blake. I don't know why. I don't see. So
have you felt this way? Have you felt this way the whole entire time?
He is very honest. He is not dishonored. He's just being real, and it might not be a cup of tea for everybody. But Swan and him, they're They're still strong.
So you liked it when he called
Why?
her a liar in front of everybody and everything? You like that? You thought that was cute or whatever?
Say that one more time.
He was doing okay. Let me be real. I have not ever said this publicly, but it is what it is. I've already been on a TV show once. I'm good to go. So anyway, when he was going asking, I know she approached him about it, but you still engaged in the conversation like you're two women have a conversation. She said this, she said that. Why are you involved with that? That's weird to me. I said it. When all that stuff went on and he called her a liar, he was all in the midst of that. Like, what man is going to be in that conversation like that? I'm sorry. Anyway, Stacey B, hey, baby.
Hey, girl, hey.
Mata, it's like Darth Vader's on here. What's that noise?
That's a black cake. That's a black cake. It's not a red cake. It's a black cake because she caping wrong. The cake done got rotten.
My God, on today. Okay.
So go ahead, Stacey. How do you feel?
I don't know what show she been watching. Ladies, are we watching the same show? Because I never saw I've never seen Morgan in many exchanges being like all high and mighty. I saw how she acted with Blake. I didn't like it. I didn't know where it came from. Like, we didn't have any background. I don't remember seeing them on dates and stuff. But anything else, I don't know where we gathered that from. But just for the sake of being on topic, what is the original conversation that we're speaking of? Like, what am I supposed to get my opinion on?
Well, actually, it was a question. The question, I don't remember what he.
Because mine got us left.
Well, yeah.
What happened is, Stacey, is
the
Blake
question is why is Blake something?
It asked why the women is turned off by Blake, and please explain what he do that was wrong. And we was and I tried to be nice and explain in a way that he could understand. Even though he may not understand that he comes off this way to people, but he comes off as rude, condescending, and like he's high and mighty and he's above. The way he reacted when Jonique tried to explain what she liked to do for fun, and then he completely dismissed her, and the way that when they were having the conversation, she was like, "Oh, well, what do you do for a living?" And he gave his whole resume to her.
That's who
and a normal a normal person who's having a conversation, who like to get to know the other person, after they run down whatever it is that they do, the normal next question be, "Oh, well, what do you do for work?" He doesn't even care. He's not interested in what the other person's side. He just wants to give his side, and then it's just whatever for you, because he's not really interested, because he's very self-interested in himself, and he doesn't understand that comes off. It comes off rude, it comes off condescending, and it's a turn off. And the way he acted at the mixer was enough for most of the women to be like, "Yeah, nah, I'm good on that." We get on that.
That is a turn off. When you put it that way, I can understand what you're saying. Like I said, I'm not an anti-Blaker. Like, I've been waiting, I'm sure there's a reason why some woman in the world, other than Sue-Ann, likes Blake. So I've been waiting for him to show a different side of himself, even though we're like, 7 episodes in. However, like,
any other side because it's a show that has been edited. You're not going to show the other side. You just want us to show that side.
I just got here. Let me finish what I'm saying and then speak. Ma'am, please. That's okay. What I wrote down about Blake was that he lived in the bottom. Like, he was like, "Well, I've been living in the bottom." And what I can agree with you, Ebby, is that he hasn't been receptive to the feedback. I remember when I was going through the process, it's like feedback overload. Like, you're always like concerned about what, not like what the men or the women, whatever gender you are, what they're saying about you, but you understand, like, like for me, I genuinely wanted to learn how to date correctly. I wanted to do better and like open up my expand my horizons. So I was interested in that feedback, right? So like you could see growth with me, whereas with Blake, I guess he's pretty cut off to any kind of constructive criticism.
Keena, did you feel that way too?
I don't care for Blake. I don't care for Hot Top Fade.
Oh wow.
You know,
Not Kid and
so
Play.
he's very
Not Kid
dismissive.
and Play.
He's very dismissive, and he acts like he's very dismissive and arrogant. And I don't know if this is the role that he's playing because he's on the show and this is the character that they want him to play and he's doing it. But I don't know what he is like in real life. I hope he's not this way. But yeah, I don't have anything positive to say about Blake, so I'm not gonna say anything at all.
I will admit that when Morgan went off on Blake, I was like you, Stacey. I just didn't say it. Like I wondered where was it coming from. I will admit that because we didn't see a beginning. We just saw her just straight check just checked his ears, and I was like, is it in support of her friend?
Something else happened. Some phone conversations probably went on, and we're not privy to, and we won't find out till the reunion.
But Morgan pretty much said she ain't had no interactions with Blake, and she still can tell just by whatever small interaction they had, whether what happened at the mixer or some other mixer or just interactions where they're all in the group together. Something about the way he moves when she's in their presence when they've all been together just don't sit right with her, and they don't have to have had like a phone conversation or anything like that for her to understand. Sometimes your discernment will tell you in a public, yeah, that ain't that ain't it, that's just not it.
But she was coming to him so hard, like she called that man a cancer or what, I'm like, damn, like what happened?
Yeah,
that's crazy. That was a lot. I'm just gonna say that it was for her to do all that. I'm like, did I miss? They go together in the back? I didn't know. I remember I said that.
Right. We said that, and like it showed a whole different side to Morgan, which is what I think Mod was saying as well. Like, which really turned Mod off from what
I think it did. Maybe I don't know.
Earlier, the way she was talking was very condescending to Blake. And I mean, to go as far as to call people can't like that. It's certain words I don't play with just because of my relationship with the good Lord.
Oh.
It's certain things I ain't going to play with.
It was the 80% comment that turned her off. When I remember he made the children 80%, or you're not going to whatever. Okay. I forgot all about that. Mod, is that what made you not like Morgan? Was that when she went off on Blake? Mod? Oh my God.
Mod, are you on mute, honey? Take your mute off if you're on mute.
Oh my God. Anyway, shit.
My God, on today. Okay.
I forgot what did I say? Oh, well, I want to know that why she didn't like it, but we'll move on. We're going to ask
I missed it because I had to take a phone call, so I missed Mod's reign on Morgan. I missed the whole thing. So.
Yeah, well, she said that she felt that Morgan, no, she was saying that they showed Jeffrey in his bad light, but what about Morgan's actions? And then I asked her, what is it that Morgan did to make her feel?
Oh, I'm here. I can explain. I'm here. I'm back.
Okay.
Don't come back like that, child. The smoke is.
Sorry.
Bring it down. Thank you. Go ahead.
Sorry.
What you say, Mod, honey? What you say? Because I missed it. No, I was asking what was I had to take a phone call, so I missed what you said about Morgan. So what was the problem?
No, I said like I'm still not over it from the conversation that she had with Blake from the last episode. That's all.
Oh, okay.
That's why you don't like her? I mean, my question was, is that why you don't like her?
I actually did have a problem with her. I felt like she's a very beautiful, and she's still a beautiful woman. I just did not like her.
You just didn't like how she spoke to him.
how she spoke to him, and there was no need for that conversation because you already don't have a connection with him. And so I don't, first of all, I don't understand why you're meeting with him, okay? Because you're coming over
Because
there.
wasn't he in the bottom?
No. That wasn't the point. The point was not for you to go talk to him because we're in the bottom. If you're at the bottom, you're being eliminated. So the only time you go, she was not. It was Anthony and Tony. Those two. So I don't understand why Morgan is meeting Blake. And fine, if you're
Wait, Tony hasn't been in the bottom.
Any connection over there.
He has not. You're right. He has not.
Tony hasn't been in the bottom.
Who?
I think it was Blake. Blake and Anthony were in the bottom that week, and that's why they were having conversations with them. But I don't think either one of them went home, or
you only have a conversation with the bottom two during elimination. It wasn't part of the elimination. It was the beginning of the episode. This is when
I don't remember. I'm sorry, Maud. You could be
remember
right. I don't remember because I don't care
well.
I don't care to keep the memories of the
all
show.
I'm saying is production is not going to show us any other side of Blake because that's what they do. They come there with an agenda. They want to show Morgan as a very good whatever, very nice things. But they want to show Swan as somebody. So it's a themed show. They already know what they're doing. They're not going to show us any other side of Blake. That's all I'm saying.
But here's the thing, though, Maud. They can't. They can only edit what is given to them.
And there's also many things that they're not showing.
Wait a minute, honey. At the end of the day, if he's not looking like that, if he's not coming off like that, if he's not saying those things, they can't edit it that way. You see what I'm saying? So he actually has to say and or do and or act that way in order for them to edit it that way. So he is saying those things. He is doing those things. Those are his reactions.
Yeah, he is, but he's also doing other things, and which I probably would want to watch and would like to, might be.
What other things? What other things? What do you? Okay, so Ma, tell me what you think is so wonderful about Blake.
I think he's a very honest man. I think he's a guy who knows what he wants, and he's not going to waste time or anything. He's not going to waste your time and my time if he knows there's no connection. He did not have to ask that Janico girl, if that's her name, what she does.
Hold on. Okay, first of all, Ma, that's incorrect. He is on a date with her. And how does he know he doesn't like her if he don't listen to nothing about her? You see what I'm saying? See how that makes sense?
I don't have
any
how that
makes sense. But even this is the beginning of the conversation, though, Maud. Hi, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. Bob, Bob, Bob. Oh, so what do you do for a living? That was the first question. Right. And he runs his whole resume down. And instead of reciprocating to try and get to know this young lady, he asked her some frivolous question. And then when she starts to give him an answer, he completely dismisses her.
But Abby, can we also agree that we are not all the same, and so that your approach of a conversation is not going to be the same as mine? And just because you're not approaching it from the same perspective, or many people would approach it that way, doesn't make you a bad person.
Okay, hold on. Wait, ladies,
his approach or his MO is like this.
But I want to ask Stacey King this because you guys were on the show, and it's just interesting how y'all say that. So you saying that the network's doing this thing. Is that what you're saying? About they want to make him look a certain light and make her certain light?
Yes, hold
on, but Stacey,
viewers to see him like that. I don't want to hear from Stacey.
Maud. When Stacey was on the show, who she is now is who I even met in person is what I saw on the screen. Do you understand?
But Kamisha, some people can be produced and some people can't be produced. So Stacey is an authentic person. She cannot be produced. Some people are willing to be produced on TV. That's just a fact.
Ooh, thank you.
Which means he's okay. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna shut it up. I'm gonna shut it up and leave it.
How do you feel about it?
I'm with Keena because, like I said, in my experience, once I finished the show and I saw, some of the titles and things that other people did. I didn't know that. So I do agree with her. Like, some people can be produced and some people can't. I think in this type of journey, like, it's really hard to be. It's hard for the authentic people to survive.
Phil said a man knows if a woman is not his type. But Phil, I'm gonna disagree with you when you say they did make Stacey seem another way. Wait, you know what? Let me now say I don't know how you saw her on there. Anyway, I'm not going to even do that. So,
well, like I said, like, for example, on certain scenes, like if you go to the scene, and I've used this example before, like if you go to the scene where David and I were doing Pilates, and like I jokingly said, you coming in here late. Well, the way it was cut made it appear as though I was being like snappy.
Yes.
Like rude about him being late, when actually I was joking because I was the late one.
I got you, Phil. I got you.
Yes, I agree with you, Stacey.
Yeah.
So they marriage look like a mean girl, Phil says, but she's so cool.
I felt that. I felt that way a little bit, but I felt like that was people's perspectives, like based on like and their personal experiences with people. Maybe I resembled somebody that was a mean girl in middle school. You know what I mean? So I think that
not in middle school, Jesus.
I mean, kids like chicks. What do you think about all this, Mama?
She fast forwarded through it.
She probably did.
I'm tired of talking about Blake. I don't care. So I'm gonna wait till we move on to another scene.
Oh Jesus! Y'all think I'm the mean woman? She said I don't give a damn. So I'm just
fast forward. She been so quick to fast forward her.
I don't fast forward, but I do ignore a lot. And quite frankly, I'm tired of Blake. And yes, Phil, men just the same as women. I like it. I can tell by the way the man walk in the restaurant if it's gonna work out or not. At my big age, I can tell. Listen, that ain't gonna work. But I know me. I'm the queen of don't judge a book by its cover. Give the person a chance. And that's always been my code of conduct when it comes to dating, to figure out who the person is and decide if I like the person.
Right.
Because it may look gorgeous on the outside, but be rotten and nasty on the inside. And that will in turn influence what you look like on the outside. So I've had people who are conventionally would be considered good looking, but they are on the inside is the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen in your experienced in your life. And that in turn influenced how I looked at them. So I tend to, upon first meeting and like trying to see if there's a connection or anything, I try to engage and try not to dismiss somebody right off the bat just because maybe they wouldn't be who I would choose aesthetically upon first glance. Because if I've talked to you enough to get me into a dating situation and I'm sitting across the table from you, I'm going to ask the appropriate questions and listen so that I can respond, listen so that I can engage in a conversation, not just so I can run down my resume and it's all about me and what I got going on, and not actually listening to your responses to who you are as a person so I can get to know you. But that's just me.
That's good. That's
okay. I want to get y'all opinion on why would we have to hear that? Who does that? What was it, a prank? What did she say? She was it cheating on her? Was she mad at him? She put that stuff, that nair.
She put that. What? No, she got revenge on him because she thought he was cheating. So she put nair in his hair while he was sleeping because he had beautiful hair, and she got rid of his hair. Daughter, I would have took what nobody know but God. I would have took that with me to my grave. Why would you tell
I
her?
said this child and took this man hair out. And see, I'm from Louisiana. When men have hair like that, it's a real thing. You cut that man hair, you might not make it.
What
Stacey,
in
Yeah,
the
I don't
Samson and
know
Delilah
that
is
she
going on
even
around here?
said that.
oh
The
my
mere fact that
Jesus.
she even said that was wild to me. Like that was
Oh my God,
that
yes.
was just wild. Like you just keep that to yourself. You look like a crazy ass woman now.
Whew, I was like, well, she kept it real though. She a G like that.
No,
She said, I want to
Delilah.
No,
Listen, we
that
try and
ain't.
tell
No,
y'all. Listen,
that's not G at all. Because if a
well, no, I
man
mean
would have put,
scary G.
because she also said she was sneaking it in his hair every night, and she put it in a shampoo bottle. So this was like, and then earlier in the day, she said they broke up because he wanted to be. Oh, here she go.
what happened?
She's saying that they broke up. She said they broke up because he wanted to be serious and they weren't that serious. Well, if y'all not that serious, what you mad about him doing what he's doing for? And why are you so mad as to like physically harm this man? If a man would have done that to a black woman, and you know
It would have been a
how
huge
it
issue.
take a long time for some people's edges to grow in,
Mine
it
still
would
ain't
have
back.
been a catastrophe. But I refuse to co-sign on her
That's
idiotic
a red
behavior.
flag for me. Yeah, I agree.
So y'all saying it's because of that she's.
I really want to know how long ago this relationship was.
3 years.
Like, at what were you? Because
I would, and if I was a dude, I would not talk to her again. That would be it for me. That was a red flag.
And then the level of crazy. Oh, I'm sorry, Keena. Say it again.
I said that shows that she has a little bit of maliciousness in her. Like so I would, if I was a dude, that would be a red flag, and I wouldn't deal with her again. Like I'd be like, nah, I'm cool.
First of all, she did it off of a hunch. She didn't even have no proof that he was cheating. First of all, you put nair in that man's shampoo and in his hair while he was sleeping over what you thought was happening, not what you knew for a fact, and you had receipts. And first of all, I'm not gonna move unless I know that this is what's happening. I have had to speak to the other party. I need receipts of conversations, maybe even some photograph and or video evidence of you doing what you did. Because when I come to confront you, you're not going to be able to deny anything. And then at that point, you have two choices. You can either leave voluntarily or you can leave unconsciously. Pick which one you want to do.
And also, what also bothered me is even during that conversation, she was still smiling. It's like it was fun for her.
Well, that's what happened with crazy people. People think it's cute because she got a pretty face. Yeah. So she smiled through that shit like it's cute. And men are stupid. And they're like, she's so beautiful. Okay, all right. Now, when she's stabbing you 32 times because you smiled at the barista at Starbucks, don't say nothing because you thought it was cute when she nared the old boy.
I want a vanilla coffee.
She put a little extra vanilla in your cup, and now you dead. Now what?
But you know what?
Not over for Starbucks.
What showed, I mean, how she raised her level of crazy was that she was silly enough to invite this guy that you did this to. If this is the most minuscule of crazy you have done, so this is the one that you bring to the show.
She probably's done worse. And then she also sat up here and looking at Tony like, I ain't attracted to Tony no more because his vibe changed. I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect?
What did she say about his vibe? Was it like it's like she was trying to say he was like a man that just talked game or something? Did I get that? He
was saying that like during that conversation, you could tell Tony wasn't here for none of that during their little meetup, and she could pick up on it, and she was making it seem like Tony had a problem. Like, I ain't feeling Tony no more because his vibe is changing. I'm like, do you hear what's coming out of this man's mouth?
Interesting.
But Tony wasn't feeling her. This day made me look at Tony a whole different way.
Really?
Because
as soon as he walked up, you don't know this man from Adam. He walked up already. Look at him. This who she dated, and he's short. What?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Did anybody else was like, I know this man not talking about nobody short when he looked like he 5'7" himself. Sir, what are you saying?
Baby, I wrote that down.
Hold on. What you supposed to say? Keep my cheeks. What you supposed to say? That wasn't for you.
Thinking about the moment when the man, I forgot his name, he asked both gentlemen, "What do you all like about Morgan?" Was it Lyndon? Whoever the Lyndon was.
Lyndon, yeah.
He had a moment of silence and then was like, "Oh, I like everything." And then at least Tony was honest. He was like, "I like her look." So Tony only wants to fuck Morgan. So I'm like, ain't one of these men want you no way. So you done brought this man on national TV to make you look a fool for all potential future men to ever want to talk to you, for two men who don't even care. They just care about your body. That's it.
But you know what?
My exes neither.
Kiss my cheeks. I picked up on that too, and I just feel like the kind of girl that I am. Like if I was like, oh my gosh, Lyndon, like why would you just say everything? Like you've had time to think about this. Like at any given point in time, like when you in life, in your everyday life, when you meet people, you need to find one thing of substance that you like about them in case they ask you for their own sake, what do you like about me most? You need to have one thing in mind. You can't say everything. So I thought we had reached rock bottom when Lyndon said that. But when Tony was basically talking about, well, she's attractive.
Well, no, that's what he gave two answers though, Stacey. He said at first it was because look at her, she's beautiful, but then we connected on a spiritual level. That's what the man said. So I will give him a half a point for that. Lyndon is just like, I like everything.
I took that point away. Everything. He was already at a minus, so he didn't make that point.
So he back at 0? My God, on today. I'm trying to help. And y'all know I don't even like Tony because he look like a walking domestic violence case. So y'all know I don't see it for that.
You saying all wrong words today.
Look, you hear me? Look, I said,
my bad. Ooh, not this record scratch. That's why Morgan came, and that's why Tony and Morgan is not a good fit, because she's nuttier than a fruitcake, and he looks like he fight back. So if anything go left with the two of them, it's gonna be World War III. Them two go oil and water. It doesn't mix. That's not the right fit. They need to get away from each other. Because now that we see that Morgan dots don't all connect together in the appropriate sequence, and Tony looks like he's a walking DV. No.
To be honest.
Looks like he has.
Wait, did you say walking BV?
Yes, DV as in domestic.
Right. You said D. In my brain, I heard B. So I was like,
you know what, me too. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Now he's throwing the people pH balance off. No, he might though. He looked like he be the one that throw your pH balance into. He be the one to throw your pH balance into chaos.
Oh God, Jesus.
No, he looks like his hygiene game is 1,000%. He does look like he's clean.
That doesn't just because he look like he clean don't mean he won't throw your pH. Sometimes it's just y'all chemistry just doesn't match. He could be then absolutely nothing wrong with him, and just y'all body chemistries don't vibe with each other, and he'll throw your pH. You know, our pH balance be sensitive sometimes, and some people they don't even have to really do anything to throw us off.
But to be honest, overall, I feel like such a waste of great men and women. Like I don't see anybody fit for anybody on the other cast. Like
this cast, I don't see any real connections. Like
I cannot hear you.
I don't see any real connections on this cast. Not one.
That was my next question. To y'all. After seeing this episode,
I would have loved for Cynthia and Anthony to be an item. But I also don't know, I mean, I feel like that can be a good match, but I don't know.
Kamisha, highlight Phil's comment about Reverend Leon.
Cynthia and Anthony.
Hold on, highlight Phil's comment about Tony being Reverend Leon.
Not Leon. Oh my God.
Jesus!
I'm gonna put you.
Then you gotta highlight. Then you highlight mine right after it. Highlight my comment because this is what he said.
Wait a minute, Phil, where are you? Can you come on camera? Kamisha sent him the link, please, Jesus.
I don't recall saying that, but okay. Abby,
y'all know I done seen every episode.
This man said something. I ain't said that. Look, I need you to go to the 5th floor with my 4 fingers up as I say that, because you over here clowning in the chat. But I love it. You get to leave you want to. You want me to throw the link down there? Since Abby pretty much volunteered it, I really don't have no choice. It'd be rude if I did.
Phil is on one today, and I appreciate it. I appreciate his
nothing to do with you volunteer my link, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. My bad, big homie.
This you gonna say, not big homie. Oh my God! But Phil, at first I thought that ain't that Phil. But I said, no, he doing too much. That ain't that Phil. It says you hear me. I looked at it and thought it was the other Phil at first.
Oh no,
I was like, he seemed kind of like, I don't want to say shy, but he don't seem like, hold up. Now, there are 83 people watching. I got some of the greatest content creators on YouTube up on my panel, and 2 people who've been on Race to Love giving their opinion and their time. And I can't get the likes to match. Seriously? Please hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, I don't know if he can come in. I got the link.
He said he can't. He's working and he can't come up right now. No problem, honey.
That means he don't have his haircut yet.
Don't put me in that field. It really was for me.
Not his field. He getting a haircut. Oh my God! On today, Jesus.
What's this thing? Oh Lord, have mercy.
Wait, who is this Phil Goody? Who is this?
Oh Lord.
2 hours later. Two
eternity
later.
Put the cape down, baby. Put the cape down. It's fine. He coming. Don't even worry about it. Don't even
ask the question. I don't know. Oh, he bald.
Damn.
Jesus.
Damn.
Come on, bald beauty.
Donna D said I'm late, but it was so unfair. It was so unfair to allow Jerry to participate in last night's episode without bringing any.
Donna D. That's exactly what I was about to bring up. I was about to say, did we talk about Jeffrey and this foolishness?
No, we ain't got that. We can go ahead and go there now, period.
I would just like to say I too would be Jeffrey because I don't trust none of these niggas to come on and talk to none of these new niggas because all the old niggas is still trying to get back. So I can't trust none of them to come and have a conversation to help me pick the new. No, oh no, absolutely not. First of all, I'm definitely not bringing my ex-husband. And my baby daddy still want to be saying he's a soulmate. No,
and then she'll be over there acting like she's being fed by the guy with this little tiny ponytail and
wait, like what?
Cute and I'm like, girl,
come on.
Not the little tiny ponytail.
Wait,
not the tiny ponytail.
I wanted to say it so bad, baby. I just don't like that hairstyle so badly. I was like, oh,
we all hate it. We all hate it.
Irritate the hell out.
I like this. I like this date though. But Stacey, what would you gonna say, Mama? I think Stacey to say something earlier. What you gonna say, Mama?
No, let's go on to this because this date got on my last nerve.
First of all,
you liked it. I'm glad
the date
you
with the
liked
cooking. You didn't like it. Oh.
First of all, I appreciated that he cooked for her. However, let me tell you the part that got on my
and that's where my like stops.
When he went to give her the bite of food, and she kept saying a tiny bite of.
First of all, it was too much rice and not enough sauce.
Much damn food on the thing.
There was too much rice and not enough sauce. I'm so sorry. It just was. I was like, damn, that's a lot of rice. I don't know. I think he made a plate for himself and made
it's not like rice is a piece of meat. Like you can't put a whole heaping piece of rice in your mouth. So like baby stuff was annoying me. Like
hold on. Did he want to feed her?
I understand you want to give coy and sexy, but
Did he want to feed her, or did she do that, Stacey?
I think she wanted him to feed her.
Okay.
But let's start before we even get here. Why are we even here? Because she didn't invite an ex. There is somebody you could have brought on.
Say it again. Say it again. It's bullshit. It was bullshit.
If the men are bringing their best friend, she should have just brought her best friend equal.
Right. We've seen it before where people might not have brought an ex, but they brought an ex.
Yes,
hell, Liz brought her high school boyfriend on my season. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Didn't Liz not have a boyfriend since high school? Wasn't she 17?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm not trying to say anything crazy, about Liz or anything. That's not the point. The point
I was just she said she hadn't had a boyfriend in 17 years, so she had.
I don't know her.
Correct.
I don't know her.
That is correct.
I don't know her.
But also, you could have found somebody under the sun. You're giving whack ass excuse. You knew when you signed up for the show, at some point you may have to bring an ex, a best, or a family member. We all know that. Stop playing, and then you giving these sob stories. My thing, I'm looking at if everybody in the world that you've dealt with is crazy and have issues, what does that say about you?
You the common denominator. Like calls to like. That means you crazy too. Hallelujah.
You know they says when they crazy, they say it's better. So they go get them
child,
crazy.
Whatever. Child.
Let me tell you, I had a best friend. I had somebody lined up. I was ready. Keena, I know you was ready. I was ready. We wasn't gonna play no game.
Yeah, but it wasn't gonna be I had someone lined up too, but it damn sure wasn't nobody that I was super, 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 super serious with. It was just like a next,
Right, a next.
Yeah,
right. I'd had to pull the homie off the roster and been like, hey, bro.
Plus one, you up, baby, you up.
Yeah, friend with benefit. Friend with benefit. Remember them benefits we was talking about? This is one of them. Come on.
I know it's been a year. They just come on through real quick. Don't embarrass me.
I know it was last week, but listen, friend, this is what I need you to do for me. Okay? I'm on this TV show.
You better not say nothing about my house or nothing about nothing. I couldn't do it though. Not with my ex. I couldn't do it. It would have to be a friend.
I would have went back to Bible school if I had to go back. I would have had somebody there who would vouch for me, but also ask questions that I need to get. Because remember, when Sharice's dad was asking the questions and we started looking at Samson differently. That is the purpose of it, is to get questions. I mean, I feel like this ex was very telling about the men and the women. This was probably one of the better ex episodes I've seen, only because you actually, it brought a lot out of these characters. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
And that's why I commend James. James was there to ask questions.
Who?
Okay. Cynthia's
the one you did too much.
Okay.
Girl, get off my phone, because James shouldn't have came.
Question.
Oh my gosh.
You go so I can't.
James,
wait, look at Raven. You wrong, Raven. You wrong for them. You thought she said to me. I ain't gonna say the word, but she wrong. It said Jeffrey continues on her path of transferring makeup. Wait, what?
I know she had all that lipstick on Andre's lip. Oh my gosh. It was like, when you mix red and orange together, that was the color of the lipstick. Just
oh wow.
And I'm like, y'all doing this hug where I know y'all at each other. You should have told him to wipe that lipstick off his face. He going through half the episode with his lipstick on his face. I couldn't. I gotta go.
Everybody.
This is too much for me. It was
She wanted everybody to see that. Oh Lord Jesus. So, did anything else happen? I mean, besides the nair, and then
Can I just say something about Mercy? Marcia, what's her name?
I think
Mercedes.
Yeah.
No,
Not Mercedes, no,
Marcia.
the other one.
Marcia.
Hold on. We got 100 people in the chat. Can I please get the lights to match the people in the chat, please? Go ahead, Mama. Marcia.
Marcia is there, confused about Blake and Tony. Those two are not feeling you. Like, why is Marcia there? Like, I don't. This show is confusing me. Like, I don't understand why some people are still there. I mean, yeah, Mercedes X was very cute. And I think that's the only conversation that I really liked. Like, she got some insight about the man, I think. Every other conversation was just full of drama.
You said about, I'm sorry, you talking about Morgan again?
No, I did not talk about Morgan. I just said Mercedes. Mercedes' date with the ex was, I think, very constructive.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I think Mercedes is the only one that had a decent, like where the ex was actually asking real questions. Because
wait a minute, Mercedes' ex was the boy with the glasses so thick you could see into the future, right?
No.
No.
He was in the blue shirt with the thick glasses and the.
No, that was Marcia's ex.
Okay. I got the people mixed up. Okay. I was trying to figure out. I was trying to remember who was what. Okay.
Mark. For Marcia, the ex was Mark. Blue was very quiet and reserved, and then Tony.
Tony was proud or prideful or something. She said.
Okay.
These were like the wrong exes to bring too.
Well, I liked Mercedes' ex. He was the light-skinned one with the beard, right?
Yes.
Okay. He seemed level-headed, and so did Marcia.
Yeah,
Marcia's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend with the thick glasses. He seemed like he was reasonable as well. Yeah. Them other two niggas, they was on some other shit. First of all, you brought your baby daddy who still think he can walk into your house and he's still the man of the house because his kids is there. And he feel like he can beat you over whenever he get ready because you still the mother of his children. And so he feel like he in charge and he get to pick who you gonna be with if he allow you to be with somebody. That's how it came across to me. And why would you ask questions if you already preset not to believe anything that the person who's answering the question is going to tell you is the answer? Because even though Andre showed his ass, Anthony was very polite, kind, and answered all of the questions, and you still gave him shit. You just don't want to like anybody for her.
Right. But I don't feel like in this instance, I don't feel like Mark Anthony was showing his ass. I think like how many times are you gonna test me? I ain't about to be here looking stupid, acting a fool, wasting my time.
Well, I didn't think Anthony showed his ass, but Andre, he was giving very inauthentic, half-ass answers. So I understood him giving him a little. Andre. Yeah, Andre was giving not Anthony with not the dark-skinned nurse, but Andre, tiny ponytail. Whenever he asked him a question, he seemed to give like a flippant.
He said
bullshit answer.
Well, why do you keep somebody's accolades? He kept saying, I've been on the what magazine?
He said, I've been in Forbes magazine. Yeah. What does that got to do with me asking you how you treat your partner in conflict? And that's a genuine question. Even though
I agree with that.
Even though the baby daddy ended up being on some bullshit, some of his questions were appropriate questions to ask. Asking how do you deal with your partner in conflict is an important question to ask, even as a baby daddy, because if shit jump off and you decide you want to put your hands on somebody, who you think she calling with our kids in the house? She gonna call that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So asking that question was appropriate. And the fact that Andre kept saying that he was in Forbes magazine. What does that got to do with what I just asked you, beloved?
Well,
he was struggling. I'm sorry.
Well, those are important questions to ask when you actually want to hear the answer. It doesn't matter if Andre would have given him the perfect damn answer. You saw Anthony on there giving him great answers, and nothing was good enough for this man. It was he did not care about the answer. He was not he wanted to ask a question that sounded important, that holds value, and then cut the man off and make him look stupid.
He wanted to piss him off. He wanted to get a rise out of him.
You're absolutely right, Stacey. But Andre's answers were shit. Regardless of what James' intention was in asking them and how he was going to respond, Andre's answers was bullshit.
But Abby, James
wanted
to embarrass that man. He wanted
I would have been.
He wanted to embarrass him. I'm sorry.
Well, Andre needed to be embarrassed because what is being in Forbes magazine got to do with how you gonna treat my children?
I give you
that duck out of here.
He was
and
saying
I'm talking about from Cynthia's POV. Like, even if my baby daddy was on some bullshit, I still want to know your answer to that question. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how he was going to respond or how he was going, if he was going to try and make him look stupid, I still want to know the answer to that question because it involves me and the children that you may potentially come into contact with. So the fact that you didn't even respect me enough as the woman that you're dating who might need those answers to those questions again, because I'm taking my baby daddy's opinion with a grain of salt. It don't mean that much to me, but how you respond in this manner, because if we get together, this is not the last time you gonna see or interact with this nigga. So I need to know how you gonna respond. Are you gonna stand up or you gonna show your ass and give flippant answers? I don't feel like Andre did anything that would make me feel like, oh, this would be a good person for me to bring into this dynamic. He's gonna stand his ground. He's gonna be a man of his word and whatever in this situation. Because I know this nigga who's the father of my children is a whole damn lie.
And both of them to me were foolish. And the other thing I want to ask y'all: do you think that Morgan should have said something? But before y'all answer that, I can't say a name, baby. But you said what Morgan did was not funny. So I'm gonna need you to elaborate that in the chat.
Jendai Karomoko.
They're talking about the nair. They're talking about the nair.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. You said not funny. So before I respond, is that to me because I used the emoji and I thought it was funny on my nair?
I'm sure they're talking about the hair.
So you talk. No, I'm asking. Was that towards myself or because I laugh, so I can go and tell you what I can tell you. So how do you guys feel about? Do you think that she should have said something? I'm talking about who's it? Cynthia. Was it Cynthia, right?
Cynthia.
Yeah. When he was,
I think Cynthia did the right thing to let it run the course, because she, first of all, she knows that baby daddy and what he's about, and it's a good barometer in this particular kind of controlled situation to see how these men are going to react to this dynamic. So no, I don't think she should have said anything. I want to see what you gonna do when this nigga come to the house and try and pull some bullshit, and we at the house and we together and we're now a unit and we have the kids there, and this nigga show up on some bullshit about the children. What you gonna do? How you gonna react? You gonna let him come in here and try and act like he the man of the house, even though we're together and you're now the head of this household? What you gonna do? It's a good barometer for her to sit back and see how they're going to interact. You gonna let this nigga punk you? What you gonna do? Can I trust you?
I haven't heard from you, Mama. What you think? You think you should have said something? Just kept quiet. I saw my chat saying it's men folk talking. Okay. What you think about that, Kid Machi?
I think her decision to bring him was a mistake. Your baby daddy crazy. He out of order. Why would you bring him to meet these men? And as someone who had a child before I got married, I didn't introduce everybody I was dating to my son's father because he only needs to know what's serious. And this show right here is not serious. So James should stay at home. And I agree with the person in the chat. I see why Cynthia went through and why she's strong and the head of the house because this man is a fool. And I see why she ran away from him.
Complete fool.
Not she ran away. Not she ran away.
I don't know. He was just putting.
I agree.
So
you have to be a strong woman to deal with James and still come out of a relationship. Still, your confidence is high and you strong because that's a man who can tear you down and damage you for the rest of your life. So I agree with you on that one.
Then why did she bring him? What was the purpose? Was she trying to get aroused after men and pissed him off? She knows how he is. She with him the whole entire time.
She was doing like, I don't know. I wouldn't have brought him.
He's watching.
She did that on purpose. She did that on purpose. He's the litmus test to see if you're gonna break and run on her.
What'd you say?
He's the litmus test. If you can get through an interaction with this nigga, then you might can deal with the rest of the craziness that is my life. But he is the litmus test on whether or not you're gonna break and run on me.
A lot of everybody want to deal with no crazy baby daddy. That to me, you expose your red flag, which could be.
I'm saying, come on, say it again for the people in the back. Stacey, what you say, Stacey? What you gonna say?
I agree with him. Kiss my cheeks. That is you exposing a red flag with him. Like, I definitely don't want to be in a relationship with a guy who's the mother of their children act like that and try to side.
Why is that Cynthia's fault though?
I'm not saying it. Wait a minute. I didn't say that was her fault because
but why is it a red flag for you?
I think he is a red flag. Because he also said, well, I'm going to be, he's going to be a part of my life forever. No, he's not.
That's
Your
true.
kids going to be grown. They're going to be grown and going about their own lives. And he should not have access to you after that. Like, what are you talking about? But I think he went against the game plan. I think clearly there was a game plan and he acted out. That's why you saw her reaction. Oh, hell, I need a shot of tequila right now because she wasn't expecting him to act like that. I think that's why she was looking like shot her damn self.
Well, unfortunately, when you have children with a person, you're connected to that person until them children is no longer here or you are no longer here. So not like and as they get older, it's not like it's a day-to-day and you always have to be in contact with that person. But big events, holidays, you are still going to be connected to that person that you have children with if y'all have a good co-parenting situation. So yeah, you gonna have to deal with this man and the younger the children are, the more contact you're going to have with that other parent until the children start to get grown and then they can do their own connections with their parent. And then it's just like big events like graduations and weddings and when the grandbabies come in, Christmases and stuff like that. Y'all still a family regardless if you like that nigga or not.
This is true.
I still don't understand.
And that's speaking from someone who has an involved baby daddy, and then a baby daddy who saw when he found out I was pregnant, disappeared, and my daughter's 27, and I ain't seen that nigga since I said, "Hey, I'm pregnant." So I have both sides of the coin.
What don't you understand, Mad?
No, I didn't understand James having issues with Anthony. Anthony's giving you the right answers and
because he just being contrary, baby. He's just being contrary.
He still want that box. He still want that box. What'd you say, Stacey? Or what you about to say?
I ain't about to say shit.
Oh, I know what she was about to say. Because I don't think you have
her
relation for the rest. Like a graduation happened, high school, college. That's it. Hopefully they might get married one time. I see you then. But at 18, I'm done with you. I ain't got nothing else to say to you. And if I see you, hey, how you doing? But no, for the rest of my life, no.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My son's father, my oldest child's father, that nigga's like one of my best friends. So at this point, there's no sexual relationship.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful for y'all.
Yeah, everybody don't have that.
But again, I also had my daughter's baby because I had two kids before I met my husband. My oldest daughter's father, again, I haven't seen that nigga since I said I'm pregnant. So it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could go either way.
It could go either way. But I have a good co-parenting, and that my son's father, like I said, he's at this point he's one of my best friends. I'm his wingman. I'm trying to get him a wife so he can be happy and get off my nerves sometimes about him being lonely. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
it just depends.
Well, that's
And
nice.
our
That is
son
so
is
nice.
But
So
every
happy
our
for
son is 20. Our son is 28, and that doesn't mean we stop communicating with each other. Because my son literally lives with his dad right now, um, while he's engaged, while he is saving up to buy a house when him and his wife get married. So you know, when I can't reach my son, I call my baby daddy. Hey, where's our youth? What's going on? What's
Mm-hmm.
happening?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can have a conversation. Unfortunately, everybody is not afforded
Right.
that type of situation.
Yeah.
But if you have that other co-parent in your life, you don't stop co-parenting because a kid turns 18. That's not how life works.
Well, the key
There's
word
still
you
going to be situations, college
the key
graduation.
word the key word you're using is co-parenting. There's some women out here, and there's nothing wrong with single moms who have to parent alone. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's my only point. Some women have to parent alone, and that's not a complaint. The kids are very blessed, and they got to live their lives because you can't control what someone else's involvement or their mental status is. So
Absolutely.
I think it's just fine and dandy for those single moms or single dads who don't have very much interaction and have to do things by themselves. I mean, kudos to them.
Absolutely. I've been on that side of the coin as well. So absolutely. Those single parents who don't have any relationship, like apparently Jeffrey doesn't have any relationship with her children's parents, fathers, it's fine. That doesn't necessarily mean the children are going to be lacking. But in this particular instance with Cynthia, was it Cynthia? It was Cynthia with her baby daddy, right? That's the right person, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Cynthia and her baby daddy, he's still an active, effective parent in her children's life. So she has to have interaction with him because that's just what their personal dynamic is. Now,
I
she
agree.
knows
Okay.
that
Right.
she knows that nigga is a Fruit Loop, and his dots don't his dots don't all
Right.
connect together.
I agree with you there, but I think that they need to establish some real boundaries, or she's gonna forever be cheated. In her journey for love, she's gonna be the one being cheated, and on the losing end if he continues to have this type of interaction with whoever she deals with.
Exactly. She has to put him in check. And I don't know if at this point in the situation if she's willing to do so, because maybe she's putting up with it because she knows if she gives any
Do we know
pushback
how old
to
her
him,
kids are?
I don't know. I think 9 and I think one of the babies is 9, but I can't remember how old the other baby is. Um, but maybe she's fearful of if she gives him pushback, then because he might be the type of man that if we not on good terms, then fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? And because she doesn't want her children to experience that from their daddy, then she puts up with a lot of his bullshit just because she doesn't want her kids to, be suffering because she decided that she could no longer get along with this nigga and didn't want to put up with his foolishness and shenanigans. Now, maybe once the kids get 18 and, it's going to be what it is, then she will get pushed back and be like, you no longer have this kind of rule or control or can talk to me any kind of way or talk to whoever I'm dating any kind of way. That's it. It's done. And then if he wants to be petty and then disappear from his children's lives, then the children can see for themselves. This is the type of time your daddy is on. Maybe she's just trying to protect them from that while they're still little. smaller children. You always gonna need your parent, but the children aren't as in desperate need of their dad at an older age as they are at a younger age, if that makes sense. I don't know. But we making a lot of assumptions because we saw a 4-minute clip of this nigga showing his ass on national TV.
We saw him being rude as hell. That's what we saw. Him being rude. Him already knowing he wasn't gonna like nobody. I don't know if he was trying to get his little 5 minutes of fame or if he is really like that in real life. Who knows?
Well,
Why Kina be quiet all this time? Kina, you don't have anything to say? Jeez. What happened to her?
give her a second. I think she on mute.
She acting like Samson.
Oh my God, Mud.
Mud, that is a Halloween laugh.
Mud, I know you did not. Mud, I know you did not.
I Kina, my
Mud,
friend.
I know you did not. I'm gonna let that one slide, Mud.
Hi, no,
Let's-
I'm just joking.
Not Samson. Don't ever compare me to that man.
My God, on today. Okay. So the
I
lesson
don't have
that
nothing
we
to
have
say
learned.
because we done said every.
I
we done
miss
said every
hearing
goddamn
from
thing.
Kina. She's not saying anything.
I said enough. There's nothing else to freaking say. I mean, we done talked about every. We been on here for an hour and 16 minutes. What else the fuck we gotta talk about?
Nothing. Don't bring your ex on national TV if he gonna show his ass. There endeth the lesson. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you.
No, wait, there's something else to the lesson. What? Don't bring your crazy ex. What'd you say, Abby?
Don't bring your crazy ex on national TV if you know he gonna show his ass. There endeth
And
the
don't
lesson.
bring Blue to any of your dates if you think he gonna talk.
Ooh, cause he not.
I like Blue though, but this wasn't
Me
the
too.
show for him. This wasn't
Yeah.
the show.
I don't
I
think
I
like
like
Blue
him,
too.
but he thought he had more time, and that's where we all get messed up as people on the show. That's where we get messed up. We think we got time, and you don't.
Yeah, I like Blue. I wish he could have lasted a little longer.
he don't like none of them girls, so that wasn't
Yeah,
gonna.
me too.
He don't really like none
Blake
of them.
don't like none of the girls either.
Oh, okay. Amen.
There was a question earlier in the chat that we didn't address, and I want to ask the two people who have been on the show. Do you think it's fair that women have to bring their exes where that can go left or right in their favor, but the men get to bring their best friends who will always have their back and not expose any of their red flags? I think the men should have to bring their exes too.
The men do bring their exes sometimes. They're just not doing it this season. They've done it before.
They have done it before. They have done.
Oh, you forget about Walter's ex with them long nails.
Oh, I knew she was going right back there to Walter. Jesus. I knew
We
it.
know it. Don't forget the earrings, Maya, because that's what else you was talking about, the earrings.
I do remember that. I was just wondering because I'm like, where they exes at this season?
Yeah, because last year the guys brought their exes. Last
I
season,
really didn't watch last year. I gave up mid-season.
So I think it's going to be
remember
maybe it's going to be in a
LJ
couple weeks maybe when they bring the parents and then the men will bring their exes maybe.
Yeah, because remember
Do you
last
think they
season
can go on a trip?
LJ's ex was still trying to like get at him and was like, "Oh, we just busted down a few weeks ago."
Oh yeah, that's true. And they was like, "What was y'all together last?" And she was like, "Last month." And she was, "Yeah, you mean 2 days ago, last month?" Yeah, I remember that.
You think they going on a little group vacation this year?
Ain't that the next episode?
No, the next episode is the guys they're meeting their friends, right?
Oh, maybe it's the friends and the start of the trip. Maybe after they meet the friends, then he gonna send them on the overnight.
But I mean, who's the couples to go overnight?
That's a good point, Erin. But Oh, have they done it before overnight?
Blake and Sue. Well, when
that before?
See now when they did the overnights with what's Clifton and
oh, that's right,
baby girl. That was the big shock of the thing because they showed up in matching pajamas and everybody was like, they a couple. So it's gonna be what it is. So the couples currently are Blake and Susanna.
Suan.
Whatever.
I'm here, Raven.
That's the only
Mary Agnes. Mary, who gives a damn? Don't you feel okay?
Not Mary Agnes. Come on, Little House on the Prairie.
Mary Agnes, Mary, who gives a damn? I know that quote, girl. I know my color purple.
Come on, Stacey.
I
Come
seen
on,
her down the road in the way.
You ain't gonna play with me.
I'm so glad you caught it. So it's Blake and
of
old
all
girl.
the people on the panel, who caught it? Me.
I appreciate it. So it's Blake and old girl. Tony and Morgan, I guess, or Marcia.
Really?
Well, then who's Lyndon with?
Yeah, who's Lyndon with?
He's only there.
Wait, Lyndon's still on there?
Oh, yes, Lyndon is still on there.
I don't mean to say that.
Anthony is with Mercedes and Morgan and Cynthia. See, it's too much happening.
It's too many triangles.
It's too many ends.
Unfortunately, I think that Morgan is the next one to go because I don't think they're gonna be able to recover from this story.
No, but don't you remember seeing Tony claiming that he just been kissing her and I think making London feel some type of way? So we still haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, something's gonna happen.
Coming up. You haven't seen that?
I don't think she's going home.
No, so it's coming up.
Tony had the argument with either
with London.
Something happened behind the scenes, I guess.
Yeah. With Lyndon and Tony was like, "How would make you feel that I've kissed her multiple times, all in her mouth?" Oh, nigga.
I feel like Marcia is gonna go, but
because Blue is gone. Blue is gone, and that just leaves Tony. But Tony is more attracted. Well, he's physically. He's physically linked, tied to Morgan.
Yeah.
So Jeffrey and Powerpuff Boy, and then
who's Powerpuff Boy?
No, because after
the one with the ponytail, the powder.
No, because
after
the kiss, Jeffrey was like, after that whole kiss and the lipstick share, she was like, well, I still don't know what to do if it's between him or Mark Anthony. And I'm like, girl.
Jesus.
No, she said he the one.
Wait,
no, go back and watch. Go back and watch.
You gifted a man a baby. What is that?
She said that more than
that's what she said.
That kept getting on my nerves.
I was like,
her voice gets on my nerves. Her voice.
How you gonna give somebody a baby?
That was odd.
And
I don't want it.
Right.
Well, that's what
we
she
can't take that back, Amber. Okay, there's no inventory to replace the baby. Okay, I mean we just can't do that.
That's so rude to. I don't know. My babies are too precious. I wouldn't say I was doing my babies as a baby.
Babies are gifts. Let's start
for both of them. For both of them,
are gifts from God. But the fact that you said that you gifted this nigga, like you got a receipt with purchase at the Target.
I know,
but it's like it came off real. It came off real. It came off real weird.
Yeah. Really superficial. It was real superficial. Like it was real transactional. Like, oh, I gifted him a baby. Oh, I gifted him a Starbucks gift card. Oh, I gifted this. What? Baby, I don't know. I just be, y'all know what?
We feel the same way, Stacey. Don't even
how much I love my children. It's about how much I love
we all love a kid. I ain't gonna tell that man I gifted him anything. Are you crazy? All that pain went through it. Gift was for me. Shit. All three of them about to kill me. But anyway, who said something in the chat I want to say about? Who was that? You said Blake caught her in a lie early and decided to pass. Remember what she said about if you lied to him, she got mad and wanted him off. He couldn't talk about it badly about her to the other men.
What?
Oh, she's talking about Jeffrey.
So, because he said Jeffrey lied on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that what his comment? I remember him saying something on this episode about, like if you say I can trust you and then you lie to me, it's all over. He said something to that effect. I remember that because I was like, why is he saying this right now? Maybe I was distracted, like for the preface, but.
Mm-hmm. So Tony's gonna be acting jealous in this episode, I believe. Isn't somebody else interested in her?
Baby. He was doing too much for me.
I just think he think whoever he wants, he probably feels like y'all don't need nobody else. I can have more than one lady I'm talking to, but y'all can't do that. That's what.
But you know what? I'm talking real sideways because I'm gonna come back and step on everything I just said because I guess it's also attractive that a man is like, I'm everything that you need. Like, I got this. Don't worry about it. Like, ain't nobody my competition. I guess that is also attractive too. If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that's cute.
Not as cute.
Thank you.
Not as
You're my everything. I don't want to minimize everything, but I mean I get what you're saying. I don't know. I don't want to get married again ever. Dating is like I don't want to date. I just want to meet somebody when I want something. Just not into it. Sorry.
Just disappointed with the whole season. I was expecting Miami to be hot, spicy.
Every got to be somebody special to come to me.
They did not give that. Did not give that to us.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, I'm just not. It had to be. I think we have to take somebody to really come with me for me to want to, open up my heart like that. And he ain't made it here yet, so we're gonna stay right where we at.
Listen, I'm waiting for the Lord to send them right now. Where you at, Jesus? Because I'm tired of waiting.
Right, somebody said final words. Keep my cheeks, David coming on, baby girl. Fast forward, queen. We got some final words for the from Sister Ebony and Sister Stacy. Any closing words?
Stacy, you got something, honey?
Oh snap! I ain't played the church music yet. She just straight said, "I don't have nothing."
Oh my God!
Nothing,
all right.
Me either.
Sister Ebony.
If our hearts and minds are clear, oh God, we cry out to you because this is mess, Jesus. We ask that you make the crooked way straight and keep us away from double-minded men, dear God.
And women.
Amen. Listen, God.
Keep the nair out of the hands of the crazies.
Oh, you just gonna keep interjecting into my prayers.
I'm sorry. Something came over me. Go ahead.
Lord Jesus Christ! He spoke through you. Speak through you. Go ahead.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
I rebuke nair in the hands of the crazy.
Right, we rebuke the spirit of crazy away from us and the people on the show, dear God. Oh God, Lord, just keep a hedge of protection around all of us. Don't let us get so lonely that we try to go back to something that you already delivered us from. Huh? In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And going forward, I want to say make sure you guys check your woman's purse. If she has nair in it, run away.
Not if she got nair in her purse. Oh my God.
If you got some pretty hair, you better move around, baby. I'm telling you,
God.
You better move around, baby. All right, y'all. With all that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Stacey. Go ahead. Why I have my hands
I ain't gonna say. I ain't even. You know what? I'm just done. Goodbye. Close the door.
Stacey. Stacey, say you. I want to hear what you have to say, ma'am.
I'm done.
I'm just sick of it. She said she hates this church. She's sick of it.
I'm coming to Abby's house for the rest of the week because I'm sick of this.
Oh, Jesus, what is going on?
My gosh.
The church, the gunshot.
I'm done. Goodbye.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Keena, you got any final words, Mama? Anything you want to add to this shenanigans?
Heck no. Just put the nair down, baby girl. No nair. Just put the nair down. Final thoughts.
You don't know now.
You don't know now.
You don't know now.
I'm so sick of y'all.
And you know now.
Ooh. Well, first we had Phil Collins, now we got Trina.
You know now.
Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. Until next time, I love y'all. I will go ahead and close the door to the next time. We have more shenanigans and all the things of the things. Love y'all.